RG with RGFam Games here with another video for you today. We have a special pickup video for you today. So I woke up this morning and Benjamin, my youngest, was awake and I said, "Hey, let's go game hunting today." He said, "Okay." So I got in the car, said where we're going to go. We decided to head out west and see what we could find, and we found some stuff. So I wanted to get home, make a video for you, and show you what we got. It was a fun day. We had a great fun day. Got lots of, I don't say a lot, but I got some. It was a really good day. It was a really good day. First stop, we went out. We went to a couple St. Vinny's, in a couple Goodwills. Nothing, striking out as always. Then we went to a brand new St. Vincent de Paul's that was it's about a good 45 minutes away from my house. I've never been to before. And we walked through the room, didn't see any DVDs or video games. We're like, we're done. But then also I was like, wait, there's a back room. Let's check out the back room. And lo and behold, there are some games. So here's what we got from St. Vinny's. The cool thing is we got 5 games. And they're priced at $3 and $4. But when I handed them to the lady, she just looked at them all and said $2 each, and we got them for. I got 5 games for $10. So here's what we got from St. Vinny's. We've got ATV Off-Road Fury 4. I think I have 1 and 2. Now I have 4. I think 3 is the only one I need for that collection. Even though I have this game, I bought this game because I've never seen this version of the game. So I figured I would get it, and that is Halo 3 Essentials. So I guess this came with the collector's edition, but it is complete in box. It looks like there is a nice book here, and maybe some artwork or something in here. Or is that a poster? There's a bunch of things in here, but anyway, very, very, very minty. So, but that was cool. And then they also had Halo 3 ODST, which I didn't have. So this is also very, very minty copy. Even comes with the multiplayer beta for Halo Reach. So not that that's useful anymore. But hey, again, I was gonna pay $4 for it, but I only had to pay 2. So that was cool. Then the last 2 games, Smugglers Run by Rockstar for the PS2. This one is the only one that is not complete and not very minty. There's kind of a dirty case. But hey, the game's still in great shape, still in its case. And I've never had Smugglers Run before. Never played it, so I thought, let's add it to the collection. And then last but not least, the one that holds the most value out of this group is actually Smugglers Run 2. So Smugglers Run 2, it is complete in box, very minty. And was at was the GameStop? Got the GameStop. I always look at the GameStop sticker. So I was a manager for GameStop for many years, so I can actually read on these old white labels. I can actually read what store it was from. It has the initials of the person who printed out those stickers, and then has the date. So this sticker was printed on January 20th. Of 2003 by somebody with the initials PJZ at store 1507. I don't know what store 1507 was, but I worked at 3 or 4 different stores over my time. So out there somewhere there are games with my initials on it in some of my old stores, and I guarantee, and I'm always hoping that I come across a game with a GameStop sticker that still has my ID initials on it. So I don't know, someday maybe it'll happen. So that was cool. So 5 games for $10. Priced them out. I think they have a value of about $40 for the lot. So hey, that's pretty cool. So then I knew there was a I don't have it here. Pause 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I realize the sunlight's coming in over here, so the lighting in this is going to be terrible. I apologize, but I want to get it done. There's a football game on tonight I want to watch. So, so then we went to this store I've been to once or twice a long time ago, It's just a used store. It's called Vanguard Video in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And this kind of a rinky-dink corner thing, but inside, it is literally packed to the ceiling with games and movies and everything, anything and everything, systems, and just, I couldn't even look at it all. Like, I couldn't even attempt to like look for some things because I was just overwhelmed. I was severely overwhelmed, you know, because it's not really organized. It's just there, but there's so much of it. And then he's got back room, and then also there's another back room, and then there's the back room behind that back room with all kinds of collectibles. It was, the first room is all video game stuff, just packed to the ceilings, all systems, everything. And then in the back there's movies, and the room behind that was records and toys and collectibles, and then the room behind that was all sports memorabilia. The room behind that was all like bar mirrors and things. Anyway, it's a cool store, and I was very overwhelmed, and I did find one thing that I walked out with. I decided not to get any games there. It was, you know, everything's retail priced, and it wasn't anything I was ready to pay retail price for. But I picked up a strategy guide, the original World of Warcraft official strategy guide. So this thing is thick, and I love these old strategy guides for these MMO PC games. So I had to get it. It was $5. It's not in great shape or anything like that, but the pages are in great shape. The colors, just every stat of every item. The other one that I used, so back in the day when this came out, I did not even play WoW. I was a big EverQuest player. There is a guide for EverQuest for the Ruins of Kunark, which was their second expansion. That strategy guide was probably twice the size of this one, and I would just read it all day. Like, I was just obsessed with just reading every spell, every class, it was so amazing. So I had to get this because it's almost as good, not as good, but almost as good as that EverQuest one, and I'm on the hunt for the EverQuest one. So if I see any MMO ones, big strategy guides for MMOs, I'm going to pick those up because I think those are going to be cool to add to the collection. I don't need to get every strategy guide for every game like that, but for the big MMOs, and these are big, thick books, I think that would be very cool. So on a whim, I picked that up. And I'm very excited. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun looking through that. So then we went right next to that store, or across the street from that store, is a comic book shop. And I know that this comic book shop has a small selection of video games in it, of used games. It's called Cowabunga Comics, also Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. So I decided let's head over there. And we headed over there. We walk in. I guess it's free comic book day today. So tons of free comics were there to be given away. But then there's a local comic book writer who was there. He was a teacher. Now he's a comic book writer, I guess. His name was CJ Stando, and he has this book, B.A.E. Wolf, The Shadow of the Innsmarch. And he was talking about his stories. He described this as a modern day mashup of Beowulf and Lovecraftian horror. So that sounded good to me. So I bought it. It's great. The visuals are great. The artistry is great. And it's part of a series that's coming out. And so I thought I'd support a local comic book artist and check it out. I'm not a huge comic book guy, but yeah, I mean, I want to support a local artist. So I checked it out. It's like $13, $14, something like that. And I'm going to check it out. So I'll put his information here again, just trying to support people. Will the camera focus? Maybe. Probably not. Okay. I'll put a link down in the description. But so I picked up a comic book. Okay. So that's cool. Not a big deal. Not something I normally do. And then I went back by the games. And then I was looking through the games, and then I saw a boxed game. And the box game was like $51, a complete and boxed NES game. And I've never seen this complete in box game before, and well, it's a favorite game of mine. And I was just like, really didn't come in here wanting to spend $50. I just, it just wasn't. We went out to the movies last night, saw Free Guy. Free Guy is a great movie. Me and Ben went and saw that last night, had a great time at dinner. So I spent some money this weekend, and I didn't want to necessarily spend any more. I'm looking for like, $2 games, right? But they had a complete in-box version of Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES. And I was just like, oh my God, I really, really want that game. And it's complete. It was in great shape, great condition. $50. And I said, oh man, what do I do? I was hemming and hawing. And then I decided to get it. So I walked up to the guy and said, hey, can I get help in the case? Can you open the case so I can get the game out? And then as I'm walking back, I saw something else. I can't go there yet. Hang on. I'm going to jump around the story a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to skip this part. But then we went to the case, and he grabbed Tecmo Super Bowl complete in box, but he didn't grab the NES version. I was like, oh, you have a different copy? And he pulls out the Super Nintendo version, the boxed Super Nintendo version of Tecmo Super Bowl, which I ended up obviously buying because I'm holding it in my hand. So I bought this because, I love it. I love it on the SNES. And even though the box isn't nearly as in great shape, the box, it's pretty decent shape for how old it is, but it's not as great as the other one. But it was also half the price. I got it for $25. It was great. And so it comes with the box, and the game. It didn't come with the little plastic thing, which was a little disappointing. The game condition isn't great. It's just dirty. It just needs to be cleaned. That's all. Yeah, it really needs to be cleaned. Like, really needs to be cleaned. But the manual is in fantastic shape. It came with this poster here, which is pretty cool. Let me open it for you. So it comes with this poster, like all 28 teams. Let me read this way. So it came with this poster, very, very minty. Comes with a Tecmo Super Bowl quick reference guide card. Comes with a what is this? Oh, a Nintendo Power Nintendo Power sign up thing. Sign up for Nintendo Power, that was in it. And then the regular Super Nintendo guide thingy. So yeah, I decided to get that because it was half the price. And not just because it was half the price, but because I saw something else as I was walking back to the case to get the NES version. Something caught my eye. And by getting this version and saving the money, I was able to get something else. Now, unless you've read the not the comments, but the descriptions, you may or may not know that I am big into music. I am a quasi musician myself. I am a singer for a band that we do all originals mostly here in the Milwaukee area. The intro music, that's my band. My band is called Blame It on Kane, and that's our music. I'll share with you. You know what? I'll just share. So that's our logo. You can look us up on Facebook. You can also look us up pretty much everywhere. Picture the band. There's us. There's a picture of our band from our last album. We have a couple of albums out, so that's us right there. We have an album out called Big Down Under, and we also have an album called Amp Grease. We have a third album that we made way back in the day. You don't want to listen to that one. It's not very good. the production quality is not there. If you want to, though, all of these albums are on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all of them. So if you want to hear my music, it's rock, you know, kind of 80s, 90s, 70s, kind of a mashup, but modern sounding rock band. So yeah, so I'm a big rock guy. I love rock music. So fast forward or rewind or whatever we're doing back to Cowabunga Comics, and I said, hey, why don't you go and get that Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES complete in box? I'm gonna buy it. And then I see in the wall they had a vinyl section, and staring at me were original albums from one of my favorite bands of all time. And I walked away with Dokken. Oh, this is really bad because of the lighting. I apologize. This is a 1985, I believe it's 85. Yes, Dokken, under lock and key. This thing is almost in mint condition. But the album itself is in mint condition. The only thing that's kind of not is the insert's a little torn, but it's unbelievable. Got a picture of the band. Got the lyrics on the back, which you can't see because the sun is shining right through that window, ruining my video right now. And I don't have any way of blocking that. And so they had that album. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Oh, see, that was sticking out the end. All right. Anyway, I'll get that in a second. And then they had a second one, which is probably my second favorite album by Dokken, which is Tooth and Nail. I'm trying to get it without the light. But this is from 1984. And these are the original printings. So, and I got them they were on sale too. I got them for $11 each. $11 each. Vintage vinyls in classic. This one still technically has the original wrapping on it. It was just cut down the side, but it still has the original plastic. Old $7.99 sticker on it from way back in the day. I'm a big Dokken fan. Judge me all you want. I love Dokken. I love 80s rock, but when I say I love 80s rock, I love like 8 or 9 or 10 bands. I don't love all of it. I only love a good handful of them. But anyway, to walk in there, I've never had a Dokken record on vinyl. When I was a kid, I had them on cassettes. I still own the CDs. The cassettes got stolen a long time ago. And to walk in, I've always wanted to walk in to a store. We have a couple of record stores around the Milwaukee area. We can go by and you can search through all their used vinyls, and it's just mostly crap. It's just all crap. They do have new vinyls, and some of these have been re-released on new printings within the last couple of years for like album store day and things like that, but I didn't pick those up. It's always been kind of a dream of mine to walk in and find some of my favorite records, just vintage copies of them for sale. And it happened today, and I can't believe it happened today. And on top of getting Tecmo Super Bowl, which is one of the best football games ever, and I got a complete in-box version for the Super Nintendo, and then to walk away with 2 vintage Dokken albums. What a freaking day. And I got 5 other games for $10, and they're worth about $40. So, hell of a day. Again, I'm a big music guy too, so I know you guys don't hear a whole lot about that on this channel. But if you ever want to talk music, just hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or go to our Facebook page, Blame It On Kane. Facebook, Blame It On Kane. You'll see us. And you can listen to us, like I said, on Apple Music and Amazon and Spotify and all that stuff too. So I'm all over the place. I'm doing all sorts of things. So anyway, so I had a really, really, really good day today. Wanted to share all that with you guys because I love it, all of us sharing this kind of stuff. So wanted to do that with you. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.